2. Don't be teaching them any bad habits, number 2. See? What do you think you're doing, number 2? Now they all want to get up there. Number 2. That's a boy olive egger in the front. In the back, yeah. Okay, I think the one on the left is a boy and the one on the right is a girl. The one on the left has a bigger comb. So those are number 2's biological kids, 2 of them. There's another one with the same hairdo, but it's brown. I think that one might also be a girl. It's hard to tell. They're mutts and there's not a history of them, but of the 3 that are number 2's kids, I think I might have 1 boy and 2 girls. Well, that's the 3rd one, and you can tell not much of a comb growing on her. So I think that's a girl, and I think the one the one in front is a girl, and the one in back is a boy. And you can probably tell the nose on top of their nose. One of them's bigger than the other one. Yeah, see that one on the left has a little comb growing. The one on the right doesn't look like it. So that's my guess right now of those 3. Let's see, I've got White and True Blue, the white one. She's a purebred, and I think that's a girl. She has no comb growing. And then there are the 4 olive eggers. Which one are you? There are 2 that look like this. One of them has the comb is starting to grow, and the other one, it does not. Yep, I think that's the boy that's drinking. And that is the girl on top of the water. You can see a difference in their combs. So, and then there are 2 other olive eggers. They're hiding. No, one of them's right there on the corner. There's 2 that look similar to that. Those are 1st generation olive eggers. I think those are both boys. So of the 4 olive eggers, I think I have 3 boys and 1 girl. Of number 2's biological kids, I think I have 1 boy and 2 girls. And then I have 1 White and True Blue girl. So it looks like that's the scoop on those 8. I could be wrong. Just going by, because they're all mutts. Well, except the White and True Blue, they're all mutts. Alright. Oh yeah, and that's the other olive egger. Where'd you go? Yeah, and that one's got a comb growing in, so that's probably a boy. I'll take it. Good afternoon from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Wednesday. It's mid-50s right now. It's been cloudy. It was over 60, I think, earlier this afternoon. Let's see. I was supposed to go to town today because I really need some chicken feed. All I have left is baby chick feed. But anyway, something came up. There's another property for sale in the area, and they're getting rid of a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna go over there this afternoon. So I'm doing that instead of going to town, which means I got to go to town tomorrow. Which means, yeah, not a lot of activity around here lately. I have been. My back went out. Oh, I was in so much pain for a few days. Then it was better the last couple of days. Today it's sore again, and now I got some other muscles going haywire on me. Anyway, not complaining. But it's been such nice weather. I would have loved to have gotten more work done outside, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes I go through stretches, I can get a lot done, and sometimes it's, you know, I'm feeling good and it rains for 3 days in a row, and then other times I'm feeling horrible and it's beautiful 3 days in a row. sometimes you just can't win. Just keep plugging along. So let's see. Yeah, chicken chores, regular stuff. Now I'm about ready to go over there, see what they got. I don't know. They're just trying to get rid of all kinds of stuff before they sell the place. It's not the other place that I visited. I know I said I was going to do another video on that place, but that didn't pan out, so I won't be doing that follow-up video on that one. And then this one, I'm just going over. They're just giving away a bunch of stuff and trying to sell other stuff, and I'll see what they got. It might be something useful. He just drove by. The neighbor just drove by with a wood stove, so I don't need one yet, but I might in the future. Anyway, let's see what happens. This shirt is new. I did make it to the post office box earlier this week, and I had a package with some shirts in it. I didn't film myself opening it, but there were 3 shirts. The one I'm wearing right now. Then we got this one. Yeah, that's me. I talk to chickens. All day, every day, I'm talking to chickens. Oh, this is another good one. Oh. Yep. So, thank you so much. There wasn't a card in with the shirts that I saw, but thank you for the t-shirts. And this is another card that came. This came from Illinois. Yeah. Thanksgiving card, so I was a little late, but very, very appreciated. I did not eat any chicken at all the entire week of Thanksgiving. So, but the eggs were used. I gave the neighbor some eggs, and they used my eggs in their stuffing, I think. Yep. Okay. One more gift that came in, and I'd pick it up and show you, but it's in use already. That is a pet bed that came in a box. I also had another box that came with more of that good cat food in it. But yeah, this cat bed came, and it's like 2 parts. There's the circle around Bob, and then what Bob's sitting on, there's another, well, I guess it's a ring around the outside. Whoop, and then yeah, I'll have to show you that later. But it's a 2-piece pet bed, and it is Bob approved. Thank you so much for the gifts and for thinking of the cats also. That bed, I think Bob already likes that bed, and I really do appreciate that good cat food. I really do appreciate that. So thank you for thinking of Fifi, Bob, and Grumpy. Yeah, I blew out some eggs. I got 3 out of the 4 that didn't blow up in my face. Yeah, I was just doing it. I watched a couple YouTube videos, you know, to see how it's done. You want to use like a nail or something longer. One of the goals is you want to break the yolk in there so that it's easier to blow out. And I cracked the end. I just used like a push pin to start the hole. But I've still got to perfect my my technique as far as not cracking it on the end. There's a crack on that one, but it's harder to see. And then after you blow them out, you put them in the oven for like a half an hour, so that way they don't like rot and become smelly or whatever. I just thought I'd give it a try. I've got all these pretty eggs, and you know, and I didn't want them to go to waste, so I ended up making some scrambled eggs. But yeah, you breed a blue one to a brown one with speckles, and you get a green one with speckles a couple generations later. Alright, not sure what I'll do with these. I want to do a few more just to see if I can perfect the art. But yeah, I need to go dig out. The trick is you need a big enough hole that you can blow into. So, yeah, you probably can't tell. That's the side you blow into. But then the other side, you need it to be a pretty large hole for the egg to come out of. Yeah, see, this one was cracked and then I kind of put it back together. But this is more like the size of the hole you need on the other side to blow it out. And you can see on that one, that one's also cracked. So the hole that the egg came out was bigger, and then I just pushed that back into place. Alright, so that's the deal on blowing out eggs. This afternoon I went over to a property that is up for sale, I guess, and they're just selling and giving away and trying to unload as much stuff as possible. I didn't know about it until this morning. Relative of the, I don't know, don't ask me specifics. But they stopped by, and neighbor also mentioned it. Anyway, so I went over there, and I think I'm going to get some stuff. I'll show you that if it shows up here tomorrow. We'll find out. Some of the metal roofing, like I already have stacks of, but hey, the price is right. And also a couple, two of the what are they called? IBC, ICF, IFC, I don't know what they're called. Those big plastic, like 200-gallon containers with a metal cage around them. So two of those I could use for water catchment. Anyway, I'll talk about those later if they show up tomorrow. So I think I'm going to get some of those. But a little bit about the property that's they just decided they're going to put on the market, but it's not put on the market yet. I'm telling you, that a lot of these properties, that's, at least out here, that's how they go. They never make it through the real estate agent and listing and all that stuff. You know, first of all, they're going to tell their friends and neighbors that, hey, we're thinking about selling our place, and then things start to happen. So I think that's what's going on here. I don't know all the specifics, but I went over there, and so let me tell you a little bit about it. It's 15 acres for $55,000 is what they're asking. And it's got a newer mobile home on it that was only put there a few years ago. I don't remember all the specifics. Don't ask me about the specifics. But it's a very interesting property. The mobile home looks like it's in great condition on the outside. I didn't go on the inside. And yeah, it looks you know, newer. There's, let's see, it's got a newer septic system that was put there when the mobile home was put on the property. 15 acres. The 15 acres is mostly cleared and pasture. I think you know, all but maybe one, a little over an acre is all cleared and pasture. Let's see, there are some like small sheds and outbuildings here and there. Utilities, it's got electricity going to it. It's on you know, city water, but they don't use fluoride in Havana, city water, or whoever's offering that. But anyway, it's got it does not have fiber optic to the house, but it's at the lane, so you can get fiber optic internet like I have here. And what else can I tell you? Water, septic, electricity. So it's not off the grid. You can go off the grid anywhere you want to out here in Arkansas, but it is not off the grid. But it's 15 acres. I believe it's a 3-bed, 2-bath, newer model mobile home that looked in great condition on the outside. And they're asking $55,000, but it has not even made it on the market yet. It's just word of mouth right now that I heard about this morning. So that's how it goes. It's hard to find, you know, like my place. I didn't find it. It wasn't listed through a real estate agent because it was so cheap. They're not gonna you know, go through all that rigmarole and expense to list it through a real estate. So a lot of times finding these properties, it's just word of mouth, and you gotta be on your game to find them. So yeah, it's an interesting property. 15 acres. It's where is it? It's about a mile, probably less than a mile from me to the north, in between me and Mount Magazine. So straight north. It's about 4 miles going around by the road, but if my lane went straight, it would go straight to this property. And so it's got a lovely view of Mount Magazine, and it's got a much better view of Tater Mountain than what I have. I can only see Tater Mountain, you know, from certain angles at certain times of the year. But yeah, it's a beautiful location. Probably less than a mile from me as the crow flies, and 15 acres that's already cleared, mostly pasture, with a 3-bed, 2-bath mobile home, and that's what I know about that. It's not the same property that I went to a few weeks ago. I will not be going back there. And I should be hooking up with them again tomorrow. So if I find out more information about this property, man, I'd love to get some of you, some bobblehead Homestead fans that live in the neighborhood. Yeah, yeah. So, and that one is, it's hard to find 15 acres with, move-in ready for that kind of price in the United States. And so, okay, enough of that. All right, no clue what tomorrow may bring. I might be getting some metal roofing and some IBC totes or whatever they're called, and I'm going with the flow, dudes. I'm going with the flow. So please go with the flow with me, and take her easy, everybody.